Welcome to the Reality Check. Today we are joined by Sofya.
Hi.
And we've come scripted today. So CJ, start for the first question.
I haven't written anything down, mate.
Okay.
Is that it? No introduction, no nothing. Just straight
we're getting
in,
straight
Go
into
with
it.
the flow, man.
What would you want to say? Introduce yourself to us. Go on.
Okay, so Sofya, I'm 22 and I live in Manchester. Is that
it?
Wow,
Yeah.
thanks for that introduction.
Yeah.
That was so much more.
Do you know what I want to know? So you go on quite a lot of like podcasts and stuff like that,
Oh yeah.
but you don't do OnlyFans or anything. So why are they getting you on?
That is a very good question. So I just had sinners texting me once, dropped me a DM and they just said, come on. And then from there, I've had so many. Even today, I've had another podcast telling me to come on. So yeah, I don't know what the thing is.
Is it your views or just because you're good looking?
I genuinely have no clue. You'd have to ask them. But yeah, I think probably because that sinners one went well.
Let's talk about Schwan's face right now. What's up, Schwan?
She's not exactly Miss Britain.
You got
What?
that was rude.
Huh?
Oh, no,
That
I
was
can't
rude.
deal with this guy, man, honestly.
Oh, stop pretending like you're Mr. Nice Guy as
What
well.
are you talking about, mate? It's rude, bro.
Oh, okay. And you've not been rude before, have you?
Nah, tell me the time I've been rude.
When you called that girl fat,
Who?
Holly.
No, but she was fat and proud.
Okay.
That's
I know
different.
Holly as well.
Yeah, she was fat and proud.
She's
man.
rude.
Nah.
Listen, guys. I poured her a drink. She asked for a drink. I poured her a drink.
Oh, is it about me?
Yeah, you. I poured her a drink. And then it literally took me about 30 seconds to pour it. She went, "You're taking your sweet time. I'm not even going to drink it now."
He offered me a beer.
When you offered her a beer.
Wait, yeah. Let's get the story right. So he offered me a beer, which is a bit mad already. Then I said, do you have like another drink? He said, cranberry and whatever. Vodka.
I didn't say cranberry. I said vodka.
Vodka and whatever. Then he said that was out of budget for him. So apparently he can't afford a bottle of absolute vodka.
You said that was out of budget
No,
for
you
me.
said that was too expensive.
I said I don't have cranberry. I can give you ginger
No,
beer.
you didn't. Was that rolling during the conversation?
Did I say I can't afford cranberry?
You did. You said
I
that
said-
was out of
I
budget. You actually said, were those literal words that was out of budget
My
for
words
you?
were, I do not buy drinks for girls that I do not want to bang.
Okay, yeah, that's what you said after. That's the statement you made after. But yeah, where we're trying to get
Well,
with
luckily
this.
we're
so
in
you
my...
can't afford vodka and
yeah,
and
I mean, I don't know how I
what's
can
the-
afford this house if I can't afford a
Should we get to the topics
£20
that I've
bottle of
written down?
vodka.
Let's
We
get
don't
to the
even have any
topics.
topics. Don't do OnlyFans. What we here? Do we here to have a
Anyway, I feel like
debate?
that's
Okay,
one thing with this
Sophia.
podcast. You just get lost when it's a girl that doesn't.
No,
do
I've got
OnlyFans.
questions.
You don't know what to say.
We're starting to move away from that.
I've got
Oh, is
questions.
it?
No, we're not.
Is it a
We
bit
are.
rinsed now?
We are.
Is it getting a bit too...
Sophia,
It's just getting a bit boring, isn't it?
Same thing, innit?
do
All
you
the time.
think, Sophia, do you think girls with a past deserve a traditional relationship?
It depends, like, what do you mean? As in, like,
Like they're being
hoe
ran
face
through.
or whatever?
The whole fate, just being a hoe in your past, yeah.
I want to say so, because obviously that is in the past. So let me try and phrase this correct. So I feel like, yeah, because people change as well. So if you are determined to actually be a wife, then you can't
Okay.
be. Do you get what I mean?
So what would you look
So-
for in your man?
See, I feel like I don't mind a bit of traditional. Like, I don't mind actually the whole protect and provide vibe. But that has to actually be, like, if you want us to be traditional, then you actually have to be a traditional man. So it's not just money. You actually have to be a traditional man in a sense where you can do shit at home as well, like build whatever this, that. What I actually
Build?
feel, yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
why?
Do you get what I mean? So yeah, exactly. So if you want a traditional relationship, then it has to be traditional in every sense, not just in a way where I sit at home, I can't go out, can't see my girls, cook and clean all day, and then all you do is bring money. Do you know what I mean?
That is
Well, no.
a traditional relationship. Isn't it? What do you
Yeah.
expect?
So
Do you
just,
still want to go out with your
I
girls?
feel like maybe every now and then. That's just human. Like in the same way, I'd let you.
But then that's not a
As a
traditional
man-
relationship. Then.
So wait, you want them to be able to build things and stuff like that?
I'm not asking you to build my house from scratch in it, but like little things like I'm not gonna cook, clean, and then on top of that, I'm building my own IKEA shelves. Do you get what I mean? Because you just
Well, yeah,
all day.
obviously that's a simple task to build, though.
yeah. But do you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of men say
Okay,
traditional purely based on the income, but I
get-
feel like there's so much more. Obviously, I just said the building thing as
Okay,
an
I get-
example, but
yeah.
there's so much more. Like in the same way you want me to stay in, I'd kind of expect that from you. Like want you to come back home to your family, whatever.
Of
blah, blah,
course,
blah.
but what you did is you highlighted what's wrong with men. You didn't talk about what's wrong with women.
Oh yeah. So going back to the original question, yeah, if someone's genuinely willing to change and actually make a change in lifestyle, then why not? Do you know what I mean? And also it kind of makes sense. So if I stop going out right now, what am I holding it up for? Do you get what I mean? I've got no one there.
A guy's future matters and a girl's past matters.
Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm staying at home for nothing, essentially. But if I've got a man, you would naturally, like, shit like that just comes natural. You would naturally want to go back home to your man's. Do you get what I mean?
When you say stay at home.
Like, let's say.
The problem is, though, yeah, so when you've got a girl who used to be a hoe, and she used to seek validation from a lot of men and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She might want to change and then like get with another lad or whatever and stay with him, get married or whatever.
Yeah.
But as soon as things start going wrong and she doesn't get as much attention from her man, she's going to revert to her old hoe ways.
Yeah, it really depends on the extent you're talking about. Like, is this like a hoe, or is it just a girl that would go out, maybe meet someone, like go out a couple of times a month, blah, blah, blah. If it's a hoe, then yeah, I feel like you probably see sex differently as well. If you seeing like 7 guys a week or something, or well, that might be too much, but like 4 or 5 guys a week, then you might see.
You said that you think that you want a traditional man, yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you give to a traditional man to get him?
Yeah, I think
What do you
a lot
bring
of
to the
things,
table?
I feel like traditional is probably just like a family structure, but a lot of things, like I feel like we forget to understand, they will come natural.
What do you
No.
bring to the
At
table?
least
Stop.
okay.
What do you?
Okay, so I think definitely just being, I don't even know like what traditional wise.
So you don't do anything?
This is the problem though. It's like women will be like, I want a traditional man, but they're not willing to do the things that they're meant to be doing in a
No,
relationship.
but what do you want to hear? Like cook clean.
No,
That's standard shit
what
that
do
you
you bring?
should be doing as an adult person. If you can't even make a substantial meal for yourself and your man or your children, then do you get what I mean? I feel like that doesn't even have anything to do with traditional. Oh yeah, she can cook and she can clean.
Well,
As
can
you
you cook
fucking
and clean?
should. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I actually chef it up, but
Okay. So what's the most recent meal you cooked?
I just made a curry a couple of days ago. But
Yeah. Would you get the curry that is in the already
no,
pre-mixed
like
jar?
I actually do get like different.
How many guys have you
spices
slept
or
with?
Not that many.
What's not that many?
Under 20.
Under
Is that
20?
a
I
lot?
said 19. Nice.
That's
No, it could be. It
So
could be
above 10, but under 20.
It could be 6. It could be
It's
it could be
19.
19.
no. You wouldn't have said under
You'd
20.
say under 10 if it
yeah.
was 6.
Nah, because I feel like that makes it too narrow. It's like the body count being 7
Nah.
and saying under 8. Do you get what I mean?
So
Okay, so
you're looking for a traditional man when you're 22 years old and you've fucked about what 15 guys.
Maybe, or maybe I haven't. But I've also not been in a relationship for years. So if you actually, let's say, for example's sake, I actually slept with 15 people in the space of 4 years. Do the maths, that's like 3 people a year. Does that make me a hoe?
That doesn't justify
Or like,
it.
do you get what I mean?
What
I
did
get
you
what you're
say?
saying.
In what period of time? 4 years.
So like say, well, 4 years, 15, that's like, what,
4
3.5 or like 4.
4 a year. So
Yeah, under
that's,
4,
that's
yeah.
a new dude every 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, not saying I have, but if you actually do the maths, that's
Well,
not mental.
I mean, you are saying that you have, really.
It's not actually that bad if you actually look at it like that.
Do you get what I mean? Like
Well,
what I'm
it's
trying
a
to say,
new
and it
dude-
depends on a lot
new
of
dude
things.
every 3 months from the age of
Or
18.
it could be, no, it could be a case, it could be 5 guys in 2 months and 1 in
When did you lose
a
your
year.
virginity?
15. So in 7 years. No, actually, why am I like, it wasn't even 15. It would have been 16. 16, yeah, 16.
Oh, okay.
Late 16.
15, that's under the legal age, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you're fucking someone the same
mean,
age,
you're
then
not-
you
Yeah,
can-
what is
Wait,
that?
when
You're
did
an
you
undercover
lose your
police
virginity?
officer.
Do you get what I mean? That's so invasive as well. Go on. Well,
No,
continue.
no. I'm just basing it on what you're asking for is a traditional man.
But
A
how-
traditional
that was
man
one of
doesn't
my
want a girl who
questions,
lost her
actually.
virginity at 15's, fucked 15 dudes until the
But
age
do you
of
think at
22.
15? Do you think at 15 you're thinking about traditional? Like
So then
actually,
you're not-
let's
so
be
th- so then you're
let's
not a
be for
traditional
real.
woman.
Bro,
Like
I disagree with you,
there's
bro. I think a lot of men
there's
wouldn't mind
actually
that.
so much more to traditional than just
Wait, hold on, babe. I think a lot of men would not mind that.
Not
Yeah, I think
not a high
anything.
value
Some
traditional
things
man,
are
mate.
crazy.
Not a
Over
high value
20 is a
traditional
bit
man.
crazy.
It depends.
But what? Okay,
There's a
so
lot of
for
men out
you-
there that would settle
for
for
you,
that.
other than income.
Maybe settle for that, but that's not
What
what they look
actually
for.
makes you traditional other than income and protecting and providing, or what actually is to you protecting
that is
someone,
the main role of a
protecting
man.
a woman? Yeah, but what is it like? What?
But do you know how hard it is just to do those two things?
yeah, but what is it though?
Do you know how hard it is to do those two things?
Yeah,
Providing.
Are you
You have
actually
to be.
listening?
Do you know how to be? Do you know how to provide for a woman?
Yeah, but so providing, I'm assuming you're paying for her bills, you're paying for her.
Paying for her bills, emotionally
Food,
providing, making
okay.
sure she feels safe, secure. I provide a home for her to live in. I provide future safety guarantee. You know, I'm going to look after her children, our children, everything. That's not a simple, easy thing to do. It's extremely hard to earn enough money as a man by yourself to be able to look after not just
But that's
himself,
also what you want.
you, and provide a lifestyle that you want.
But
I'd
that
say
is what you
95%
want.
of men cannot do that.
That's the thing, and I do completely agree, don't get me wrong.
So
but
all you've
what I'm
got to do
trying
is to close your fucking legs from the ages of 15 to 20,
But-
and we're asking for too much.
It doesn't, did I actually say that? I feel like he's having like a little one-sided conversation, but.
And do you know what the worst is? Yeah, a lot of women want a traditional man, but they're not willing to do the right thing, like cook.
But
They can't even cook or clean.
I feel like that's what we say about men. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of things such as cooking and cleaning, even if you can't do that, which is weird enough at a certain age, you should be able to do that anyway.
Sophia, is cooking and cleaning the only thing you can think about?
No, that's what you have been bringing up.
That's what you said.
So why don't you tell us?
But
So what else can a woman
because you're
bring?
not letting me.
No, go on.
No.
No, you've got the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like cooking, cleaning, that's one. But yeah, just maintaining at home, like making him feel at home, whatever. Well, in his own house is a bit crazy, but I don't really know.
Nothing
I can't
to
really
do
think
with-
of much. But yeah, being
These
someone
girls
loyal.
don't
Not about
understand.
loyalty.
Okay, I feel like, yeah, I
respect.
was going to say being someone loyal, being
Wow,
someone
so
emotionally
traditional.
intelligent as well.
Being able to take accountability.
I feel like definitely a lot of women these days don't really understand emotional intelligence to an extent.
They love
And-
to use these catchphrases. What does emotional intelligence mean?
I feel like just having deep understanding of emotions rather than just a superficial thing of, oh yeah, I've made you upset, whatever. Actually being able to read into emotions.
Why did you end your last relationship?
So it was really, it was just a long one. So he got married. He was a bit older than me, so he got married. He got arranged married, by the way.
Whilst he was with you?
Yeah, and he had, well, allegedly he had no choice, but I'm sure he did have a choice to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, you always have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think he just, obviously I was quite young, so with that arranged marriage, he would have had that
How old were
traditional
you?
wife,
Wait,
whatever.
you got
I would've
arranged
been
marriage?
Not me. This guy, my last relationship or
Are you
whatever.
concentrating?
Sorry, bro, I was distracted.
Right.
Yeah, so I would have been 18.
You would have been 18.
18, nearly
How
19.
old was he?
Like 23.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, so he wasn't
Still a bit
pedophile,
mad, though.
but yeah, he traumatized.
I got another question. Do you think schools should allow their kids to identify as another gender?
You know what it is? I feel like children are way too young to understand. So I think by giving them that choice, you're kind of putting it into their brains. You're making them consider. And at that young age, they shouldn't even be thinking about sexuality.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Schwan, what's your point of view on it?
What do I think? I don't think they should be doing anything to kids. I think it should be, kids shouldn't even be involved in this whole sex.
They shouldn't be, but they
Yeah,
are.
that's what I mean. Like you are making them consider by giving them a choice, which they shouldn't be making at 5, 10. Do you get what I mean?
No, it's like, okay, so
It
you've
is-
got to wait till 18 to get a tattoo, right? Because that's going to be on you for the rest of your life. So when it comes to doing things like that, it's going to change your body. You shouldn't be doing that until you're old enough to make their own decisions, which is after
Exactly.
18. Even 18 is a bit young.
Mm.
Yeah, so if it's children, they shouldn't even be thinking about that. Like, it's like little like children, they do shit that's opposite sex regardless. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, you've never seen like a boy playing with like girl stuff or like vice versa. Do you get what I mean? So if you're putting that in their brains, they might be already considering like, oh, am I a boy because I'm playing with cars or like whatever, like stereotypical shit. So if you avoid that at all, and then maybe once they're older, they can make that choice. But definitely at primary schools, that's a bit crazy. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
We should put, do you get what I mean counter on.
Okay, do you want me to ask you some questions?
Yeah.
I feel like, let me see if there's anything that will actually. Yeah, so,
Yeah, direct it at one of us as well.
okay, so I'll do him. And I was saying, okay, so what's the correlation of, giving it out? No. So does giving it out too soon make it...
His face.
All right, let's restart
Oh
the
my
question.
God,
Restart the
that's
question.
jokes. Say it more clear, babe, so we can use it for
Okay,
a clip.
so does giving it out too soon make you not a wife, basically? Or like, what's the correlation? Why is that thing like?
I don't agree, so it matters depending on how long you've been like speaking to them and your connection with them. I would date someone that I slept with, you know, very quickly, because you just get a bond with them. That can happen. I do get the idea of why, you know, oh, well, if she slept with you early, then she probably slept with someone else very quickly, and then probably not the kind of ideal situation that you should look for. But if you've got that chemistry, then sometimes it's, you know, she's not going to have that chemistry with everyone, right? Surely.
So you're basically saying that it doesn't necessarily make you not wife material if you just sleep with someone on a first date.
It matters. It matters. If you're just literally just met someone in a nightclub and you go home and sleep with them, yeah, that's not the kind of girl that you want to be with. But if you've been talking to a girl for like a few weeks or two weeks, and you already see that there's a lot of chemistry, and you know that it's going to go somewhere and you're going to see each other again, then yeah, sleeping together when you first meet each other, there's not really anything wrong with that. It's the assumption that, okay, I'm sleeping with this guy and I know it's not going to go anywhere, to I'm sleeping with a guy and I know he's interested in me or I'm interested in her. That's the difference.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls try and hold out, but it's like, as a man, we know if we're talking to you just to have sex with you, or if we see something in you. So whether you sleep with me now or later, it's not going to change anything.
And let's also mention the fact that when these guys are waiting, how many girls have we met that are like, oh, I've got a guy, sort of situationship, I'm making him wait a bit, and then they're in the back of the car.
So true, mate.
But because it is similar to what he said, but the other way around, like I see a guy and I know if I want to be back of the car or if I want him to take me on dates, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is kind of the same thing. But what would you say is the determining factor of that? Like what makes you look at a girl and say, yeah, she's wife, or she's just someone you'd want to bang?
Morals,
the
and
connection,
personality.
what she's like, how she acts, what she does.
Yeah, the way she carries herself.
Yeah.
Do you carry yourself like a woman, or do you carry yourself like that you have no self-respect?
Is she obsessed with posting herself on social media?
Social media is a big
That's
red
another
flag.
thing. I feel like, why are men so pressed about social media? And
We
I'm
can
not even
tell
saying
Women
in
so
it.
pressed about
Come
social
on,
media.
let's be serious.
We
That's
can
a
tell
silly
you.
No, but I
question.
don't mind. I kind of, to an extent, I kind of want my man to have a decent social media, like, and it might be an external validation thing, like, well, I'm showing him to my girls, like he's got good pictures and not him holding a fish or something. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Holding a fish is a big thing.
classic.
No,
Right.
but do you know what I'm on about? Those proper like white people on Facebook.
Social media just
So
breeds
why
problems.
am I not proud of it? Like, as in, I get how, let's say, right, I've got social media, my pictures are a bit revealing, so you might be a bit worried because you know I'm getting the wrong attention because you're a man as well and you've given girls the wrong attention.
Yeah, I'd never date you.
But if you know I'm going back to you every night and I'm not entertaining these people, then why are you so
You are
pressed?
No. See, that doesn't.
It's
no.
not. That's not the issue. The issue is this girl needs validation from other people on social media. She's not secure in herself that she requires, I don't know, 8,000 people online to like her images and make her feel good about herself.
But
She shouldn't need that.
No,
That's
but that's
not
what.
always the
Okay, so
case. I
that's
think
why you put these photos on Instagram.
that's
Isn't it?
the
You like
thing.
the validation.
I think for me,
you like the attention.
I think for me, I feel like it's more of like a routine thing. I feel like I know no better. Like I've been on social media since I'm 12. So every time
But okay,
I'm
but
out,
you
I
could
post a
put
picture,
photos
but I
up
could
you
get
in a jumper, but you don't.
Yeah, because I don't wear a jumper to a club or to Sexy Fish or to, do you get what I mean? I'll post a picture in a jumper if I'm in, I don't know, Sweden for holiday, do you get what I mean? But if I'm in Club Live, then I'm not going to wear a hoodie.
Why do you need to post?
I don't really necessarily like desperately need to post, but like I said, I feel like it is kind of social.
Well, why do you?
And in my case, obviously, a lot of my work comes from social media. So obviously, I do music videos. I do a lot of little YouTube appearances, X, Y, Z. So a lot of it comes from social media and being attractive. Well, subjectively, apparently,
Every girl that I've dated that has not turned out well has been obsessed with social media.
And
I think it's one of the clearest red flags.
100%.
What if a lad you were chatting to had like photos of him topless all over his timeline?
It depends as well. So
like him in his boxers, like in the mirror.
If it's unprovoked, then babe, chill out. But if let's say he's a PT, then I'll allow it. If it's, do you know what I mean? It depends on what it is. Like, is it like you're saying an obsessive thing where he just wants to post his body?
But what you do
or
is an obsessive thing.
Or is
Your
it
social media is an obsessive thing. All you have is photos of you in a bikini with your tits out and your bum out.
Oh, so you've been scrolling, right?
Well,
So
you're coming on my podcast, so I need to have a look at you.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, like I said, for me, it's because I've been on 5 holidays this summer alone. So do you think I'm wearing a jumper in Jamaica? Do you think I'm covered top to bottom in Barcelona?
Mate. Doesn't matter, mate.
So like I said, it's not an obsessive thing. I'm posting what's happening in my life, and because that's the outfit I'm wearing, because I'm single.
A high value woman goes on many more holidays than you in a private jet with their rich husband, and they don't post these provocative images because they have self-respect and they don't need the validation of other men.
The thing is, I'm single, so who am I holding it up for?
You're single because of the way that you represent yourself. If you didn't represent yourself like that, you probably could find a man.
What even makes you think? What makes you think?
What makes you think that I even want a man? Yeah. That's what every single girl says.
No, but you know what it is? I feel like I've genuinely had good good chances to get serious with someone. And for me, it's not even like I'm not ready, blah, blah, blah. I think I just want to work on myself. I want to be able to bring a lot more to the table than I do right now. So let's say right now,
you said earlier, am I
going to be able to? Oh, is that it? Is that all I'm able to?
No, what was you going to say?
So let's say, like I'm in my third year of uni. I feel like I want to get that over and done with. I want a stable place. Like I've moved out to 3 different places in the past 3 years. Like I want to have my own like nice place, etc., etc., etc. And I feel like that's going to bring better man and higher quality men to me. And from there, I could start potentially going out. Maybe we can discuss, because I know a lot of men don't really care about the social media thing. So if he's unhappy and his intention's genuine, he's just saying, listen, babe, I don't like it because I know you're getting the wrong attention. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Then I'll respect that and I'll probably stop posting. But right now, this is giving me good opportunities. It's giving me the right attention anyway. So why would I stop? Because I'm being...
So you will attract the type of people you are. Right. So if you were respectful to yourself traditionally, and if you were not posting provocatively online, you would initially attract the type of traditional man you might be looking for.
But you'd actually be surprised, you know. I feel like
you're 22.
Do you get what I mean? But I feel like I've attracted a lot of traditional men who are willing to do a lot for me, even disregarding my Instagram. So like in terms of like paying, blah, blah, blah. Do you get what I mean?
They're probably just horny.
Yeah. Have you secured one of those men?
I don't know. It's weird. I feel like a lot of these men, I just end up, and this might go back, like this might prove your point, but all these men that seem to tick all the right boxes, I'm just not sexually attracted to them. And I feel like that is an important thing.
You get the lower value men?
No, I get attractive men or someone who could be objectively attractive, but I'm personally not sexually attracted to them. So like, let's say in January, I was dating this guy and he had a good car, he had a good job. Like he was willing to do a lot for me. But I went on date 3 and he was like, okay, next one, we're going to Liverpool, we're getting a hotel room, blah, blah, blah. And I was dreading it. I was thinking, there's no way I can do that. But if it was someone else, I'd be buzzing. So that made me think, I am just not physically attracted. I don't want to be in a hotel with this man. So I said no. Do you get what I mean? And he wasn't even bad looking at all, because I wouldn't give him time of the day if he was bad looking.
So what was it then?
Just not attracted. I don't know. It was a vibe thing. I don't know.
What did he look like?
Tall, dark skin. He was all right. I think it was the age as well. He was like 30, 32 or something. And I feel like if you're 32 and you're going for young people, that there might be something wrong with you. Because why? Fair enough, couple of years up, couple of years down, that's fair. But 22 to 32, we're like whole different points in life. We can't relate in a lot of aspects.
Where was the first point that she answered like a minute ago? What were we talking about?
You said attracting the wrong people. So you said because my social media is so whatever, I'm attracting the wrong men. So I'm saying,
what was the point that you answered to about her?
I said that she will attract how she is as a person.
Yeah, I think the issue is that you're just going to attract a load of lower value men. And if you want to attract a higher value man, you have to put out that you are a higher value woman.
So what is a high value man? So how, let's say there's 3 guys in a room. How do I know he is the high value one? You have
to get to know them.
But what's the criteria per se?
Well,
would you say example? Would you say good car, good job, or what?
Someone who's able to give you a traditional relationship, I'd say.
So how does that correlate back to social media? If there could be a lot
social media is irrelevant. in a relationship. It shouldn't be
exactly. So you're basically kind of disproving your point, because you're saying, oh, it pisses me off that she's posting her titties, but then now you're saying, you know what, it's irrelevant in the relationship, then it is irrelevant. And like,
it's irrelevant
that goes back to my
it.
original point. Like, if I'm going back to you every night, then why are you so pressed about my social media? If you know, if I go out,
if I go out and fuck a girl and come back to you,
that's not an argument, babe. Because if I went out and flirted with girls all night, but I came home to you, is that acceptable?
Yeah, but am I flirting with guys? Let's say if I'm in a relationship and I'm like, listen, I've just posted a picture, but you can go through my phone. I've not answered anything.
That's not a healthy
but you're
relationship.
still seeking validation. Like, see, I don't mind it if my girlfriend's got social media, but I wouldn't have her posting like bikini photos on Instagram.
It doesn't necessarily, but to be fair, that probably means there's an underlying problem with the girl that needs to be solved, and it might be your.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't mean there's an underlying problem. I don't want my girlfriend like putting photos of herself with a bikini on Instagram.
Yeah, she's just.
But to be fair, if a man said that to me in a not even respectful way, but you've explained that to me, it's not because I'm going nuts over it, it's because XYZ, I'd probably stop posting, or maybe not stop, but maybe change my outfits, whatever, if what he's offering is good enough. But like I said, why am I as a single person holding it up?
What he's offering is good enough.
So let's say if it is this traditional man, like he's actually willing to protect and provide, and he wants this certain things from me, which could be, example, cooking, cleaning, maybe, being a bit more modest on social media, being a bit more modest about, like, let's say even my job or whatever, I would be willing to give that up, but it would take a certain man to make me do that. Do you get what I mean? Like, I am quite flexible in a sense, but it has to...
So he has to accept you being a hoe before you're...
Is that what I just said? That's literally the complete opposite. I said I would be willing to stop being a hoe, in your words, if he asked me to, as long as...
Why has he got to ask? Why is the type of man you're describing you want have to ask?
Because some people don't, that's the thing. So believe it or not, because it seems to be crazy in your eyes, a lot of men genuinely don't care that much. They don't think it's that deep. They don't look into it in a way of...
Well, that's why you're single. That's why all these men that you meet you're not sexually attracted to, or that's why you haven't met a high value man that you want to be with.
Yeah, maybe... It could be a case of that, really, because I feel like it is attractive to an extent when a man cares and he's like, I want to do this for your own good, blah, blah, blah. And maybe if he doesn't care, that can put you off as a woman.
Hold on. So say you're my girlfriend, and my family, I'm like, this is my girlfriend, and I show them photos of you and you've got your tits out and your ass out in Barbados.
Why are you showing them those pictures?
No, but still you're my girlfriend.
Why is your mum on my gram?
She's gonna check.
You're my girlfriend. What do you mean?
No, but okay, again, maybe that's another one of those things that I said that come natural. Like, if you've got a man, you might just naturally want to stop doing that, because again, posting pictures for male validation, you might maybe subconsciously think, oh, that's going to attract men, and I might find a man and I might find a boyfriend. But if you've already got that man, you've got no need to post those pictures. So it's completely different being single to being taken. Let's say, like you said, for example's sake, if you're my man, and you don't even have to tell me, but I might think my pictures make you uncomfortable, then I'll naturally have the initiative to take them down. But as a single girl, I've got nothing's giving me that initiative, like making me have that initiative to change my Instagram. But that's
like me being broke as shit and being, one day I'll just be a millionaire, but it will just come to me. It doesn't work like that. You got to actually build the building from the scratch. That's completely different,
because it is an active thing to get money, but Instagram...
It's an active thing to build your self-character to get a proper relationship.
It's a problem when someone is a certain way, like posting picture online for male validation. They get a boyfriend that they like, they're in love with, they stop doing it. As soon as anything goes wrong in that relationship, they revert straight back to their old ways.
Not necessarily, because if you get used to, let's say you've been in a relationship...
That's what happens.
I've experienced it firsthand.
That's what happens. Yeah.
But if you've been in a relationship for a year, 2 years, whatever, circumstances might change. And it's not even just a relationship thing. Like right now I'm 22. Do you think at 30 I'll want to post pictures in a bikini? Like
you'll still need validation.
Things changes. But what even makes you think that it's validation? I think for me, it's defo, like I said, it's defo a habit. Like just go post whatever. And it's different. Another thing with me is because this might sound a bit crazy, but if a skinny,
hundreds of images of you half naked with your tits and bum out is because of habit.
Yeah, no. Well, first of all, I've not even got hundreds of pictures of that. But I was going to say with
you have
me,
like somewhere you have like
okay,
swipe.
But think about it. My pictures
really looked at her Instagram, innit?
I know, man's been doing his research. But what I was about to say is, this might sound like I'm up my own ass, but I could post the same exact picture as this girl who's flat chested. She might have a banging body, but she's flat chested, maybe not a big bum, whatever, just like petite, skinny. And her picture is gonna look all right, like it looks whatever. I post the same picture because I've got big tits, It's always gonna come across as way more sexual. Do you get what I mean? I've got loads of friends that have a different body build. They've probably got even more semi-naked pictures than me, and they don't even get as many people asking them to the OnlyFans, whatever. It's because of my body type. So again, that's another factor. Like, I am essentially not actively pushing, like, do you get what I mean? I'm wearing a normal top, but because it's my tits, it looks a lot smaller than on a different girl. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know that what you wear is going to attract certain attention, you know?
Yeah. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different factors. It's not like I wake up this morning and I'm like,
there's one photo of you bent over.
Where?
Here.
I'm not even. See, that's the thing. You see it.
Let's not get into that.
There's a photo of her with her
Let me
ass.
see.
A zoomed in image of her ass.
Let me see. No, you've just zoomed in. That's
what do you mean?
But that's
it's
the
literally
thing.
Just your ass.
It's me just standing in a lake. So if a man did that, it'd be fine. But because it's me, and I'm not even wearing a thong.
If a man did that, it'd be weird. A man took a photo of his bare ass.
Just a normal nude. Obviously not wearing in shorts. But I'm not even wearing a thong. It's just a normal.
You've hiked your pants up, mate. All you can see is your bum.
That's the thing. Is
all
because
you can see is your
same
bum.
as this.
All you do is post provocative images.
So you telling me this is bend over. So you bring a girl around and she bends over like that.
Yeah, that's not appropriate. No traditional man would want that. No traditional man would want that. Yeah. Why are you posting a photo like that?
Why are you so mad? Are you my dad? Like, why are you personally?
No, I'm mad that you're trying to make it out like you're posting normal images.
Babe, you've made it so
You're trying to say I post normal images. You don't.
You've made it so clear that you wouldn't go anywhere near me, so allow it. Do you get what I mean?
You're on my podcast, so we're having a debate.
So on that, comment down below who you agree with, and let's move on to the next subject.
Finally.
Do black guys go for the uglier white girls?
What question?
Okay, I don't want to get myself cancelled, but this is just an opinion and an opinion alone. But from what I've noticed, I feel like some black men, not every black man, but might have lower standards in a sense. But I don't know, that's just an observation.
Yeah,
there's no basis on this statement.
I've observed some black dudes that will bang anything.
And I think...
Yeah, but I've also observed white guys that will bang anything.
Asian
guys that will bang anything.
No. It's like they'll bang any white girl.
Yeah, but mate,
no, you know what it might be? Listen.
Anything for Snow Bunny.
No, but it's true though.
No, but listen, I feel like because black men, not every black man again, but black men get more attention, they might have access to more women, and that might be... So maybe he's actually seen 10 good-looking girls and 10 ugly-looking girls, but it's a quantity thing rather than a quality because he's got more access to women than a lot of other ethnicities.
Listen,
I don't know, mate. I saw a girl on Instagram the other day and she had like one like T-Rex arm, and then it was like bare photos. I was scrolling through her profile and then boom, she had a black boyfriend.
Maybe she's a nice girl.
She might not even like white guys.
Maybe she's a nice girl.
Where's the woman's perspective coming in?
She didn't really have many options, mate. She looked like T-Rex, so I mean.
But that's because you like that. Like you see a woman's physique and automatically you're not attracted. You don't want to chat to her. You want to be rude to her. But a lot of people see past that. Do you get what I mean?
No, they don't. What world do you think we live in?
That's the thing. Like
they don't, mate. If a guy doesn't find a girl attractive, he's not gonna see past her. If the guy is getting no other attention of any other woman, he will see past her looks. If a guy gets attention of other women, he is not going to entertain an ugly woman.
You've never ever. I agree. Let's say at work or like somewhere where you've actually like a scenario or case where you've met someone and you've actually had the chance to get to know them properly. You've never fancied them, even though they might not be a 10 out of 10.
We've all had sex with ugly people. It happens. We've all done it. No,
but has that never come from emotional?
No,
Have you never
really.
fancied someone that's might not be... I'm not saying ugly. I'm not saying like...
It started emotionally.
Yeah.
But have you never...
No.
You have to have an initial attraction.
Okay, you want, let's say, a club, whatever, but somewhere, like I said, like work or somewhere where you've basically had to...
So it's sexual attraction for me. There could be not a very good looking girl, but I'm sexually attracted to her. So I'll
Yeah,
have
that's
sex
what I
with
was
her.
saying
Okay.
before
Back in the
about
day,
the
not so much now.
So for example, what you just said, I said I have before where I've been emotionally like connected with them before I found them attractive. If you came in and I found you unattractive and I didn't like how you looked at all, but I spoke to you and really liked you, you would look more attractive to me.
Yeah,
Is that not a thing for you guys?
Would you fuck?
What?
I mean, no, me right now, but as in like, would you fuck someone that's initially a little bit unattractive? I understand. I'm not saying a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, but there's a different.
someone who might look like maybe a 5, 6 out of 10 in your eyes.
Yeah, no,
There's a lot of factors.
There is a big difference
There's a lot of
between
factors.
being unattractive in my eyes versus being actually unhealthy. How they
unhealthy?
What's
unhealthy? If they don't take care of themselves, they come here, they're smoking, they're clinically obese, they're doing all that. They've got bad teeth, bad breath, things like that.
Yeah, that's
different.
Yeah, but that's just kind of like hygiene and stuff like that. You could be
wasn't your
clapped
point,
and
was
have.
it?
That's another thing. Like,
Are you basically saying if you catch a vibe with someone who's not that attractive, would I still fuck?
It can't obviously, it can't be a 0 out of 10. There has to be some sort of somewhere. But I feel like I probably could, you know.
No.
In fact, I feel like I kind of like them a bit
Why do so
ugly.
many girls get with ugly guys? Sometimes
That's
I
the
see
thing,
the
'cause
best
we
looking
very-
girls with the ugliest guys.
Yeah, we're very emotional. Like if you make me feel really good, maybe about myself, maybe about whatever is I'm lacking, and you give me that,
because you're
and I'm
insecure.
comfortable enough, I feel like that attraction, like, do you get what I mean? That attraction is going to be there.
It's because you're insecure. A lot of women are insecure. And so when they get
no one's
validation
denying that.
of
We've
other
made
men,
it. I feel like as a society, we've
when they
made
have
it.
a man that's giving them lots of attention and fulfilling their needs,
But we've
they're
made
more likely
it
to sleep with them.
into
Then
such
usually
a bad
ugly men do
thing.
that for them.
But I feel like being insecure to an extent, obviously, it's not even. It is quite common. You might not think you are, but I feel like everyone's got insecurities to an extent. So it is not a bad thing to actually be a little bit self-aware and understand. Like, let's say in my case, my insecurity might be whatever, my personality, and he is helping me out with that.
Your insecurity
I'm not
is your
even.
personality.
I just said as an example. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, it could be my face, it could be whatever, and he's making me.
You don't think your face is...
Oh, for fuck's sake! Are we gonna?
What's your insecurities, would you say?
I feel like I've got a lot, believe it or not.
I actually
I
won't.
don't know. I feel like I
won't
can.
be mean about this.
I've got a really bad character, believe it or not. I've got really, not bad character really, but I can be really not. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, snappy or whatever. And I feel like that's something I'd love to work on. So if I've got a man who's kind of let back, he helps me be a bit more retrospective in that sense. I feel like I've worked a lot on myself. So from
Have you? I mean, it didn't really show when I offered you that.
He's got no chill.
When I offered you that drink and you responded in that way, that was very snappy.
I'm genuinely not gonna entertain that conversation.
Am I wrong?
Okay, yeah.
That was snappy and rude,
you
right?
You asked me what is that why you're so pressed? Is that why you
Pressed?
I just find I don't like rudeness at all, and you came in with a very rude attitude.
Do you want me to apologise? Is that gonna make you feel better?
Apologise, go on then.
I am so sorry for being
See, she needs a man like me.
so extremely rude. I would never in a million years
now it's
speak
coming
to you
across
like
a bit not sarcastic.
Honestly, I'm so sorry. I would never ever in a million years speak to you like that ever again.
All right, thank you.
Such a big boy now.
Has anyone got any more topics? I didn't write anything
Wait,
down.
let me see. I've got some questions, but let me
carry on with the questions.
Would you man be happy with your girl going Marbella, Dubai, or Mykonos?
No.
Not unless she's with me.
Maybe Dubai doesn't necessarily have to be.
No, my girl's not going to any of them.
Mate,
I know what happens there.
She's getting fucked if she's getting there.
Yeah. Marbella especially.
The worst. Marbella's the worst one.
Yeah,
Okay,
no way.
how about
I'd say it's Marbella, Dubai, then
Doesn't
Mykonos.
it? Doesn't it?
100%.
Oh, no, actually.
No, it is.
Marbella, Mykonos,
Mykonos
Dubai.
ain't that bad. I'd say
Okay, I've got a
Mykonos is at the end.
question.
No, but bro, if you're rich in Mykonos, it's bad.
Yeah, but I feel like Mick is quite kind of chill. Like it's not really all that party.
Does it
You
not
don't
depend on the
want-
type of
It
girl?
is. It is.
Does it
I
not?
feel like you could still make it into like a nice.
If you know your girl and you're quite secure in her and she's literally actually going there not to party,
Mate, your girl's
The
getting...
thing
That's
is,
the
yeah,
thing.
no, hold on,
Why
hold
are
on,
you
hold
so
on.
insecure about your women? Like,
No, it's not like that
Like
though.
for me, like I feel like
I
no
wouldn't
man
trust you
will
going.
ever believe me. But I promise you, I could have a 10 out of 10 in front of me, and I'll be like, "Listen, you can't." But I've got a man at home, so I'm gonna say no.
Babe, yeah. It's not that
And
we
no man
are
is
not,
ever gonna believe me. But I
It's
promise
not that
you.
we're not confident. We know what happens because we've been there and
But
we've done it.
But that's the thing.
That's the
like,
thing. We've seen what these girls
I know
do.
for an actual factual, I'm not like that. And it's so hard. Like no man is ever going to believe me, but I know I could be in Ibiza and I could still say no
It's
to
not
this.
anyone.
You're in Dubai, right? You're with your girls. You're all having a drink. You want to go out. Rich guy comes along and says, look, I'm not trying to sleep with you, but I've got a massive multi-million-pound yacht and I want you girls to come on.
But you know now, as a girl, you know what you're getting yourself into. That's the thing. It depends. If let's
You
say
ain't saying no.
you didn't answer.
And
No,
your boyfriend's never going to find out that you was there.
You didn't answer.
No,
you were
I'd
chatting
say
to lads.
the reason why, the only one reason why I'd say no is because I know chances are they don't care whether you've got a man or not, and they're still gonna try and bang.
But guess what?
And
Imagine if all your friends said yeah. You're not going to be like, oh no, girls, I'm going home. You're going to get on the. You're going to get on the
even
yacht.
my friends, the way they are, a couple would say no. But that's the thing, like, because you know, it depends. If they just buy me a drink at the bar, I'll probably say yes because I can get myself out of that situation quickly. I can just order myself a taxi back to the hotel. But
So
if I'm
you would
putting
accept a
myself,
drink.
You'd accept a drink.
This is
from
what I
another
yeah,
man.
but I probably wouldn't even lie to my man
fucking
about it.
hell,
I'd probably
mate.
go and
So you
tell
say,
him.
oh yeah,
This
by the
is-
way, some lad bought me a drink today at the bar.
But I promise you,
Yeah.
I didn't do anything else.
That's the thing. I
Yeah, but
probably
how-
would. I feel
but-
like I want a man that I can have those kind of
Well,
conversations with, and that's what
Then
we
that's
said.
not a
A
traditional
type of man that would
that's-
let that
but why
slide is
you-
a type
that's
of man
how
that would
cheating
cheat.
happens so much. So something we were saying in the other podcast is men cheat and because they can't have that conversation with a woman.
You do
like,
know women cheat
I'm
as
feeling a
well.
certain way, or I'm having certain.
You do know both genders cheat, right?
Well, yeah, or vice versa. If I can't come to my man and be completely open and honest, and I've got to lie to him, even if it is a guy that's just bought me a drink and done nothing else but buy
Why'd
me
you
a
have
drink.
to lie to him?
Why would you accept a drink from a random guy at the bar? Imagine if you was my missus. I was
Because
like,
that
oh, yeah, by
saves
the
me
way,
15
a
quid.
girl bought me a drink today.
But if I tell my man,
What about
if I tell my man,
you
oh,
bought
that-
a girl a drink?
Yeah, imagine that. What if I bought a girl
it
a drink?
depends. That's different because
No, it's not.
No,
It's the
listen.
same.
Let me
No,
explain
because
why
a
it's
guy
different.
provides and a girl takes.
Let me explain why it's different. Because
Oh,
buying
mate, I'm
a drink.
so done with just dating in this generation.
No, but
bro.
buying a drink to a woman is directly associated with wanting to take her back.
Okay, so
and
why did you
you're-
accept it?
So-
You're engaging with a
however-
man who's directly wanting to take you
However,
back.
wait, that's where my question was going to come
For
into
£10,
place.
is that what you're worth?
Women, I'm
Is
not going
that
to
what
say.
you're
I didn't
worth?
say I'm going to go
£10?
back with him. I didn't say I'm going to go
But
back with him.
you're entertaining a man for a £10 drink.
But
So
I'm not
this
going to
is
go
the
back
problem
with him.
here.
I'm taking the drink and I'm going. And
Yeah,
the
but
men
why would you
know
take the
that.
drink? No,
But
you
you
don't need to.
entertained
know
him
that.
for £10.
You've disrespected
men-
your man for a £15 drink.
No, because if he knows,
Yeah, but
knows.
even still, why
I
is
think
still
he would
he's going to be happy
I
about
think,
that?
I think he would be disrespectful if I'm doing it like constantly, if I'm doing it
No,
on the
no,
low,
it's not
whatever.
about constantly. If you do it once, it's disrespectful. You shouldn't do
But
that.
again, if you as a man tell me, listen, I think that'd be mad disrespectful.
Shouldn't
but
he-
you'd
Why
be
should I have to
surprised
tell
about
you
Shouldn't
not
he
to
teach-
entertain
because
guys at a
so
bar?
many guys think it's okay. You'd
But
actually
this
be
is why I
surprised.
think-
So many
Who
guys.
thinks that's
This
okay?
is
So
why I
many
think you've got
guys.
to date older women, bro. Because these younger girls, bro, they don't understand like simple boundaries. And they've been so
It really-
brainwashed
and I feel
by,
like-
by TikTok and like, he's a narcissist.
But again, that's where
Fucking spell
emotional
narcissist.
intelligence comes into place
No, it's
because
not
you know,
though.
no, because you can read the
Emotional
room. You
intelligence.
know,
What do you mean,
Yeah,
read the
because
room?
you can know when a guy's
Nah, see,
like
this is why I
you can know
disagree with
people's
you, babe.
intentions as
This is why I
well.
disagree with you. You should never be entertaining any
wait,
man when you've got a
wait,
relationship.
wait.
And the fine
Wait,
entertaining
wait.
as well. Did I see it?
Wait,
Did I say I
you
was
said you can read the room and know what his intentions are. What
Yeah.
other intentions would there be for
No,
him
but-
buying you a drink?
Honestly, no lie, no. I promise you, on my mum's life, I've had men buy me shit for no reason, and not even I
that's
wouldn't. I
bullshit.
wouldn't even give.
Well, then,
Bro,
you know what,
I
man, is
promise
buying you a
you.
drink if he
I
doesn't want
promise
to
you,
fuck you.
I wouldn't. Yeah, they
You
do,
are-
but I wouldn't even go near them. There's people that I've
You-
not
Yeah, but
met,
that's
and they've sent me.
you,
They've
not
sent me
him.
shit to
You
my
are
house.
you are naive.
No, I'm not saying, listen, I've not said at no point that I don't think he wants to fuck me. I'm very much aware that he wants to
so
fuck me.
you do.
But I've given him nothing. There's some men
so you know that's- you
purely-
do know
you
that's
just,
worse.
I asked you the question. You said, what other intentions would there be for him buying a drink?
But there
And you
could
just
be-
said, guy buy me a drink for nothing.
No,
and now
but-
you're saying, you know, he wants me to wants to fuck me.
No, but also I do actually believe Red, but I do think there will be men that will buy you a drink just because they're
Nonsense.
attractive.
They'll say that, and then you'll be like, "Oh, by the way, do you want to fucking?" They'll say yes.
I say we end this conversation.
Wait,
and-
let me ask the question
Wait.
that I had.
I just think you're not ready for a relationship mentally.
Okay.
That's all I
Yeah,
would
what was
say.
your question?
So I was going to say, going back to that same topic,
Can you direct it at someone as well, please?
I don't know, honestly, anyone, just whoever wants to answer. But do you think, I feel like you are going to kick off about this, but girls that agree to go on a date with a guy just because, let's say I've got no interest in you, right? You're taking me to Sexy Fish and I only take it because it's Sexy Fish. And maybe you said you're going to like all these things, like materialistic things. Do you think girls are absolutely, a single girl, by the way, absolutely tapped for taking it, even though she's got no intentions to go back with him? Or do you think men do them to themselves?
No, they're not tapped.
And would you...
Bro, you're a fool if you're taking some random girl to sexy fish the
That's
first time you meet her.
Well, would you the other way around? If a girl's offering you...
No, you're a
Let's
fool,
say,
mate.
for example...
And you have no self-respect if you're willing to entertain a man for a £300 meal. Would you want your daughter doing that?
I understand
Would you want your daughter doing that?
If you're a man allowing girls to do that to you, you're a fool.
Yeah, but how are you supposed to know that as a man?
Bro, listen, you don't... Okay, so if you just start chatting to a girl and she's not really feeling it, you tell her you're going to go to sexy fish and she's like, yeah, you're a fool, bruv.
Maybe not just sexy fish, because I think, that's not even £300. That's probably 100 each or something. But let's say like a bag or something, or do you get what I mean? Being fully aware that you're never in a million years going to go back with him, but you're still taking it. Is that like really tapped? Or if you actually
not
think
really,
into perspective,
you girls do this all the time, getting into nightclubs, everything, all this pretty girl privilege. You do it 24/7.
Do our men know fully aware of that? So why are you still giving us, like, why are you still, what in your little head makes you think?
It's not men like us, it's the idiots.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because I could have a man that's offering me a Birkin, he's offering me £1,000 cash, blah, 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 and I'd still go for the guy who's literally can't even pay for my Uber back home because I love him.
If I was talking to you, I would never say to you, I'm bringing you to sexy fish, I'm going to buy you a bag. I don't need to say that.
Sad.
No, but why would I need to say that to you? It's just going to happen.
Yeah, but that's different because you're attractive, so you don't really need all of that. But I feel like a lot of unattractive men will really need to offer something else for a girl to even give. And I feel like I've even gone on a date, not because of the meal or anything else, just because I'm thinking, oh, he really wants to make an effort. Like, he's actually trying so hard. He's planned this date and he's not just like sexy fish. Maybe he wants to go this place, then this place, then that place. And I'm like, oh, that's just so cute that he's actually wanting to invest time and money. And I'm giving him a chance because of that. And I think that's why men do it, because they might not be attractive and they're trying to offer you something else for you to even agree to then show that they've got personality or whatever.
Yeah, but you'll do
something
that,
else to
and
offer.
then you'll get fucked in the back of a Range Rover.
No, you won't. You can always say no.
No, that's what I mean. No, I'm saying you'll go on a date with them, not free it up, and then you'll link some lad later in the night and get fucked in the back of a Range Rover. That's what happened.
But that will be that one that you like.
This is what I mean. This is like,
and that idiots. One guy, that's the problem. That one guy that you're linking, is not going to take you to sexy fish.
No,
do you know what I mean? That's the problem. That's the problem. It'll be all these geeks want to take you to all these nice places, and then the one I actually fancy, just I've gone as a hotel. Do you want me to pick up McDonald's all the way on the way?
Sofya, it's
so true.
Yeah, that's true.
It is so true.
I think that says enough.
Do you want me to get you an Uber? I don't want shit from you. I
think. No, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but that says enough about you as a person. Yeah. So you actually value the fact that he's willing to spend what might be a little bit of money on you and take you somewhere that's impressive to you. But the guy that doesn't have a lot of money might be saying, I'll book you an Uber, but he's low-key like, I low-key can't afford this, but I want to make sure she gets home safe.
Nah, the men I'm talking about, they can definitely afford more than an Uber. That's the men I'm talking about right now.
What's wrong with getting you an Uber?
No, I'm just saying, like, they don't want me like that. That's what I'm trying to say. If they did want me like that, they probably they'd be doing a lot more than just an Uber. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be materialistic. Like,
no.
They wouldn't want to get me an Uber in the morning. They'd want me to stay. Do you get what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to say. Go home?
What?
What if you're going home? You need to go home.
Well, then, okay, fair enough. But that's not the case.
I do understand the example.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to say is the men that want to fuck, they don't want me as a wife, but then the men that want me as a wife, I don't want to fuck them.
Yeah, I think you're again.
Not every single one.
No, but I understand.
You're being a bit naive. The men that are taking you to sexy fish and all this, they still just want to fuck you. They don't want to wife you.
Nah.
I think you're misunderstanding. Just because he's spending a bit more money on you does not mean that he wants to wife you.
Nah, because they won't want to like. They won't.
Trust me,
they wouldn't want me to meet their parents, etc.
There's a lot more lads in there that are willing to take you out to all these places that want to wife you.
What I'm trying to say is the average.
They just don't have game.
Let me make this point.
Everyone's talking over each other.
Let me actually make this point. The average person, the average man, woman, whatever in this country with an average salary should actually have the disposable income to afford a meal for two people once a week.
Do you know what? That's a really good one.
Wait. Let me finish the point. Let me finish. So you know how that makes us feel, and you know how it's like little things like flowers. Flowers don't actually.
What's the average salary?
Wait, but
no. What's the average salary?
Let me actually.
What's the average salary?
What's the average salary?
Is it like 26 a year or something
25,
like that?
okay.
25.
So
yeah,
after tax, what's that?
Maybe like 2K. No, under 2K, like 1,600.
Let's say
16,
about 1,800.
No, about 1,700, I'd say.
Okay, 1,700.
Oh, so
okay.
we are doing maths.
So you're 1,700. Okay, where does he live? You don't want to
If he
live
lives-
you don't want to live at his mum's house,
If he
do
lives
you?
in Manchester, then a good rent could easily be, let's say, rent and bills in a okay place. I'm not saying Deansgate Towers, but maybe around Deansgate, still nice place. It could easily be under 1,000.
Okay, so
Easily,
now,
like 800.
Okay, now he's got £800 left. What about a car? You don't want him to turn up in a bicycle, do you? So how much is a car?
Well, hopefully not. I don't know. I've not got a car, so I'm not going to lie to you, babe. I know nothing
so
about
a minimum
this kind of bills.
decent car is about £500 a month. So
That's
now he's
with petrol and everything involved, isn't it?
No, that's just the car.
No. He's literally looking at a decent car now. It's £500 a month.
Are you talking about financing a car?
Yeah.
Right.
Why are you financing your car? Well, to be fair, if it's like an average person, then
you don't buy
fair
cars outright.
Yeah.
So £500 a month. Now he's left with 300. What about food to live? So he needs to buy food.
Is it single?
His weekly shop is £50. Okay.
50 quid, yeah.
So that's
It's going
200.
to be more than that.
Maybe go little a bit.
Now he's left with £50 after buying food, car. This is because this is the minimum.
Then you
want him
can't
to have a
afford
nice car,
dating.
and
Then you
this is
cannot
what
afford
we're trying to
dating.
say. You're not going to date
And you cannot
man
afford,
on an average salary.
Listen, you cannot afford to be a traditional man. I'm so sorry, but if you want me to stay at home,
You
then what?
earlier said any average salary man should be
But
able to
then-
afford to take you out for a meal.
Okay.
And
We
do you know what's
just
mad?
No,
These
this-
bitches be broke. These girls can't even afford to go out on dates.
Yeah, how much do you have? Your fucking student loan?
There's
I've
so
not
many
even had
broke
my
girls,
student
mate.
loan
It's
in years.
unbelievable.
No,
Okay.
but
Can I ask you something?
Go
right?
on.
So, do you think being a doctor is a respectful job?
Yeah.
Would you date a doctor?
It depends. And let me reason this. I feel like doctors don't really have a lot of time on
Okay.
of the day. Like they get
Right.
cold at night, whatever. So
Yes.
I feel like
They
I'm
get
too
cold.
clingy
No,
for.
but yeah, but what I'm trying to
Take it
say,
cold.
what I'm trying to say is, right, you're basing it off income a lot. During our whole conversation, it's been a lot about a man's income. A doctor will train to be a doctor for 9 years and still be broke 8 years after that until he specialises in something. Right?
Is it not 7 years, isn't it?
The only
It's up to them.
the
But
only the
no,
only
but what-
reason why women think we can chat so much about men's income because you throw it on our faces so much with the whole
wouldn't
alpha
have-
male
All you don't
narrative.
care about is income.
Yeah.
No, because that's what you say. Like, so that's the thing. You either cheat, like you either do all of this sexy fish shit, or you can't do traditional. Basically,
Okay,
that's
but
what I'm trying to say.
my point-
so
my-
if you want to be this traditional alpha man, then you have to afford sexy fish, and it sounds so dumb, but that's basically what it is. You get what I mean?
You
No,
have
but
to afford sexy fish.
No, but because obviously
Sophia-
that's what we're talking about.
This generation is so
Sophia,
crazy.
my-
No, but you know what I'm saying.
materialistic.
So you basically want, okay, so you want to be an alpha
Baby,
male.
you want to be a
and-
traditional man, you got to take me to sex.
No, so you're basically saying you want me to be a traditional woman. Don't post on my Instagram. Don't go out, cook, clean, blah blah blah. Obviously, you offering a lot. You're putting a lot on the table. But then you're making 24,000 a year. We're not gonna survive.
No man
bro.
making
Where are we
24,000 a
living?
year.
Where are we living? Somewhere like some dead place in Brum. Do you
Are
get
you
me?
not gonna help?
So if
No,
you
no,
are gonna
no. Listen,
No,
you need, wait.
I agree. I agree.
If I-
Yeah,
if
but
I
can
got
I
help-
ask
If you
something?
expect that from a girl, you need to have a high enough salary
but
to
can I-
cover her.
But
Yes.
if
But
I've
can I-
got to work,
Sophia,
then we
can
can't
I-
do fully
I need-
It depends
traditional.
though, it depends.
Because
I
if
need
I'm
to
working,
ask
I can't
something,
lie. If
yeah.
I'm working 10 or maybe
Oh my
7
God.
hours
The waffle.
a day, I'm not going to come home and on top of that cook and clean it. I mean, obviously
Okay,
it
so
depends
let
if
me
I've got no
ask
other
you
option.
this.
But
Please just shut up for a minute, right? Yeah. Would you not help your man?
100%. If
No,
he
no, no.
needs to, then
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so if he was broke,
If I love him and
if
he needs-
if he was broke and struggling, would you work for years to build something with
Do
him?
I love this man? If
He's
I
not
do,
taking you to
Obviously.
sexy fish.
if I do, then yes,
Are you
I
able to
would.
love him? if he
Yeah,
is broke?
but it has to. That's the thing. It should come from a reverse thing where I fell in love with him first,
But he shouldn't.
and then I found out that
Okay,
he's
but
broke. Do you get
my
me?
my problem is.
So you wouldn't fall in love with
is
someone
he
who's broke?
shouldn't. He shouldn't.
Only because
My
it just
God.
causes a lot of issues.
In the
like
middle of talking.
we all. Well, I want to say we all, but maybe not everyone. But you know what financial struggle is and how much stress that brings, etc., etc. So it's as mean as it sounds. I've got my own shit to worry about. So I want us to
so you're
complement
ready
each
for a
other in a way
relationship.
where we're not adding stress on each other's back. Do you get what I mean? So if a man's telling me, listen, I love you, but I'm extremely broken, that's going to be a struggle. I might have to say no, only because it's just gonna make life harder. Like I can't do no struggle love, especially like
What do you bring to get a fucking successful man?
Again, I'll bring.
You
I'll,
lost your virginity at 15. You've been fucking 15 other
no.
guys. You're
No,
talking
that's
about.
not really- that's not
Why?
really
What
what
does that
I'm
have to do
arguing.
with
You're talking about how you prefer the guy that fucks you in the back of the Range Rover. This kind of mentality that you have is not what a successful man wants.
The mad thing is, I've not said any of that, but
You
again,
did- you said that example,
What
and you
I'm-
said it's always them ones, like as if you've been through it yourself.
yeah, I'm not even gonna sit and lie. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't prefer him as a boyfriend. But what I'm saying is,
Prefer to get fucked in the back
no.
of
What
the
I'm
Range.
saying is, the men that I'm attracted to, very physically attracted to, usually don't
That kind of
don't correlate to the men that mentally attract me or like. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
so you're
what I'm
not-
trying
so
to
you're
say.
mentally-
So you are definitely twisting
So you're not
words
mentally mature.
to make it.
No, I'm
You're
not.
not- you're
I'm
not
saying
you're
that
not
kind of
mentally
behavior
mature.
that you are exhibiting or you're
So
showing.
what do you expect?
It's not
So
what
you
men want.
basically
Okay.
want a woman to
No,
from
no,
the
what-
beginning, from the age of 15, where
No.
you shouldn't even be thinking
No,
about
look, you're
relationships.
waffling because it's got nothing to do with my point. What I'm trying to tell you is you're not mentally mature for a relationship because what you value in a relationship isn't actually what makes a relationship.
No,
That's my
but what
point.
I'm okay. So what I'm trying to say is, so you want a woman to train from the beginning to be a
No,
wife
no.
without even actually
No.
having.
So I will accept a woman that might have your past, the true
that's
past.
mad.
not-
You say my past, like
like
after
yeah.
having all this OnlyFans
We were using
girls
your
in here, you
past as
say
an
my
example.
past. That's insane.
I
but
was
yeah, go
using
on,
your
go
past
on.
as an example. The Instagram, the hookups, the dating guys that are rich and going with them, even though you don't want to have sex with them, fucking a guy that isn't actually going to wife for you. That sort of past I will take, right? But you're valuing a relationship based off everything. That doesn't fucking matter in a relationship. What matters is whether or not he makes you feel secure with yourself, with how
That's
you look.
literally what I was saying before.
And with how he is when he goes out.
That
the
is-
boundaries being set, whether or not you trust those boundaries will remain and whether or not he trusts your boundaries will remain.
Well, that is exactly
if he
what I
gets
was saying
ill or
before.
broke, whether or not you'll be there for him and the same vice versa for you. You haven't once said that. You're not mature enough for a relationship yet.
I feel like, well, I've definitely made the point of someone who makes you feel secure, etc., etc. But I feel like, yeah, a lot of shit gets twisted. But also, I feel like for me, I'll bring to the table, like I'll know what to bring accordingly to what the situation is. And I feel like different men will want different structures. So a lot of men, especially these days, want that traditional family. So I am willing to be a traditional woman if you are a traditional man. So I am willing to mold and adapt.
But you do know
based on the man, but
yeah.
there is a lot of other factors. Like I said, I need to love him,
yes,
etc.,
but
etc.
you do know a man is only respected by the woman on his arm, right? As much as the woman on his arm. So if you're a disrespectful woman or have a past that's public, men aren't going to take him serious. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but again, define public.
I'm not trying to
past,
get at you. I'm just saying that's how it is.
See, when you know a lad who's got a girlfriend and she's been around, you're like, mate, what a fucking mug.
Bro, imagine you started dating a girl and I was like, yeah, bro, check this video I got of her in the car. We're not going to respect you if you date her.
Yeah, but again, that's so irrelevant in my case anyways, because I've not got anything like that.
Yeah, but if I'm
No,
saying,
we're
no,
not
no.
talking about you. We're just saying
Well,
in
I'm
general.
saying in general.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? I feel like I am not even completely wrong. I feel like I do even lean towards the men's side most times when I argue about these things. But what I'm trying to say is there's not a clear answer of what makes you a good wife or wife material. It does depend a lot on what the man thinks.
No,
and
there is a
the
clear
man's-
answer.
The man's about, yeah, but that's according to what? To what
The
you
world.
think.
No, the world.
Okay, so what actually makes you, what, no social media?
I can answer if you want.
We've already been over this. Can we
Yeah.
change the
Yeah,
I
can.
think we're done now.
No, I say we just keep
know-
going, bro. We keep
almost
this going
an hour.
longer.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go
We
longer.
can just cut it out if it's that deep. You got any more questions?
Yeah, I do.
Didn't do my homework.
I'm aware. Right. Do you think we should bring back the death penalty for certain crimes?
No.
What crimes? I think
Nah.
for things that involve children, yes.
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why?
Because even if there's one person that's wrongly convicted, it's
There has to be very clear evidence.
no, you can't. If
But,
someone
mate-
is guilty, they're guilty. Then you get people that get found not guilty after like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And imagine you killed them.
We're talking about minimals here. What about all the people that actually do these crimes?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, mate.
It does matter. Of
What-
course
what
it
if there's-
does.
Doesn't
what if
matter.
there's
Even
video
if you kill
footage
1,000 bad
and he
ones
admits
and
to
one
it?
wrong one, it's still
What if
still wrong.
he admits to it and there's video
But then
evidence and
technically
everything?
that one innocent person died, so Another 1,000 bad ones could die. Do you get what I
Shwan,
mean?
let me ask you this, Shwan, before you respond.
So it is a sacrifice.
If you lot should watch, there's a thing on Netflix. I think it's called Innocent or something like
Shwan,
that.
you're telling me if you had a daughter,
it depends on a lot of things. Like this country.
People, can we stop talking over each other?
It's about a group of black boys, and there was a woman, and she was raped in the park, and they framed it on these like 4 or 5 black boys. They spent, I think, 15 years in jail, ruined their lives, and that's the guy that started the Innocence Project.
So those guys, I would put them in prison for the same amount of time, and then fucking kill them.
But they never did it.
No, the guys that framed them.
What, the district attorney?
No,
it was the district attorney that pressured them, the police, to carry on.
Yeah, put him in prison with the people he put in prison.
It was a woman.
But bro, this is happening now with the justice system. People are spending loads of time in jail and they're innocent.
For no reason.
But bro, think about all the people that do these crazy, heinous crimes and they get released after 6 months. Like child porn, all of this stuff online, mate. They get released after 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. Make the charges longer or harsher, but to kill someone, you have to think about what about the innocent people that.
If your daughter got raped by someone, would you not want to kill him?
Yes, but that's anecdotal evidence. Like, you can't just say specifically me. Okay,
no, I can.
Of course, I would.
Because this is happening with other people.
But I wouldn't expect the whole. Because, mate, you don't know who and what is about the whole situation.
Bro, he's gonna go to prison. He's gonna get a PlayStation 3. He's gonna make friends, have a laugh for 10 years.
What if you slept with a girl the other day? Yeah. And she then went and said, "Oh, you know what, Josh? Yeah, me.
Yeah.
And
I said there
wasn't any evidence, but you know what? The jury and everything decided to go with you.
Yeah,
because you couldn't afford a proper lawyer.
No. So my point.
And so then what? You should get the death penalty.
So my point was.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Can I please answer?
Do you think the death
asked me a question.
Yeah, they won't just be giving it out like that.
Do you think the death penalty just gets rolled out like that, bro? You've got to have evidence, and then every single one of those juries has to say yes, it was that person, and yes, people can slip through the cracks.
There's no evidence in most of those cases.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. Should we implement it back?
Mate, of course there is, bro.
No, there is. They will investigate the girl. Their family have phone as well.
Hardly any evidence when it comes to sexual assault cases.
So what do you reckon the wrongful accused
haven't, but I know girls
in the
that
courts?
have.
What do you think it is? The percentage? How many people do you reckon are wrongfully accused?
I don't know the
I'd say a lot more people are rightfully accused.
But I think about 80% of the cases don't go to court because there's no evidence.
Exactly.
That's the thing. So they won't get killed.
The ones that do go to court, even if there's minimal evidence. So you could be prosecuting someone, you could find someone guilty that one cannot, maybe too poor to afford a proper lawyer. And then if they do get found guilty, and then you're saying the death penalty, you could kill an innocent person. You never know. I don't think that.
Yeah, but you've got to get through appeals all over the time that you're serving in jail. All
appeals,
these,
mate. If you're poor and from like a background that doesn't understand any of this, you're not going to do any appeals or anything like that.
Mate, you can have appeals, mate.
You can only have appeals if you understand how to organise an appeal and you have the support system.
No, you get accused, you get convicted, and then you say you have the right to appeal, and then you put the appeal together, and then you appeal it. You can do that multiple times.
And your rights get let out to you as well, whether you've got a lawyer or not.
If you are a broke, uneducated man, you're not going to understand how to do.
We are talking about minimals here. If you get wrongfully accused, if you're broke, if you're not intelligent, bro, so what about all of the other people?
Say your son got wrongfully accused.
But he's not going to be broke. He's not going to be stupid. That's what I mean.
Say he got wrongfully accused and got found guilty.
Your daughter got killed by somebody. Yeah? That's what I'm saying. It's different.
And I don't expect them to kill the guy.
What do you mean?
No.
So you think rape people that kill people should just be allowed on out? Is that what you're saying?
I don't. No, I didn't say that at all. I said
so if you kill somebody, why should you not?
I've explained the reason why you shouldn't, because you don't know whether or not 100% of those people that you find guilty are guilty, and the 1% that you find wrong, it's wrong to kill them.
I understand what you're saying, but you also don't know if these people that are killing and people are going to come out of jail and do it again.
Right.
And that's another person.
And I feel like people won't do it as much if that's the punishment. If they know they're going to get killed or there's a big chance of them getting killed, they just won't go and rape someone. I feel like people take it so lightly because the punishment's so light.
Let's change that word to grape, please, everyone.
My bad, sorry.
Whatever, we'll beep out. But so like Jeffrey Dahmer, what? So he shouldn't have like, he should just be allowed back out.
No, but you can
Ted
do
Bundy,
life sentences.
he shouldn't have been killed. No, but that's what I mean.
But
imagine if Ted Bundy was in jail and he maybe got released at some point.
Okay.
What then?
Yeah, and let me say this to you, right, Shwan, before you respond. You've got a daughter, right? Some guy after a nightclub grabbed her, raped her, beat her up. That guy is probably going to go to prison for maybe 4 years, then get let out on the streets. Are you happy with that?
No. It's completely
And there
separate.
was complete evidence.
I agree that we should extend the sentences. It doesn't make sense.
I don't give a fuck about the sentence, mate. I want the guy dead.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
That's
just
a bit
chilling in
mad.
prison,
That's a
mate.
bit mad. You shouldn't just dish out the death penalty for any reason. I think it should be allowed for the most
If he rapes
heinous,
my daughter.
crazy crimes. If you do crazy shit, yeah, you should it should be an option.
It's a slippery slope.
I agree. No, I agree with you. It shouldn't just be dished out for everything.
it's a slippery slope. Like where what's a heinous crime? And where do we draw the line?
Like children, like
Murdering children, murder
Raping
in general.
children.
Like if you kill somebody, like who knows if you're going to kill someone else? If you rape children, why should you be allowed out of jail?
I think the only reason that I wouldn't agree with you, and the main reason why I don't agree with you, is because we have prosecuted so many people wrongfully.
I understand that.
And if you actually, bro, I'm telling you now, go and watch, that Innocence.
Was that because they
TV
were
show.
black though?
Huh?
Yeah, I think
because
it was
they
like
were
an
black?
American
It was
thing
also a long
where-
time ago, man.
Yeah, it was like 80s, I think.
The world's moved on a lot
early
from them
80s or
days.
70s.
No, it's not.
It has.
There was literally a guy that they believed caused the 9/11, and they the US took him, arrested him, put him in Guantanamo Bay. You can watch this on as well. Can't remember what the show's called. Begins with M.
Just the innocent guy.
He was innocent.
Oh yeah.
And they tortured him and abused him for 10 years. Made him sign a sentence saying that, like statement saying that he had actually done that he was him that was involved in, I think it was the 9/11. They beat him, raped him. They kept him awake for like 24 hours. Like they wouldn't turn the lights off.
They played that song as well, didn't they?
It was like a screamo song.
Yeah. I thought it was like a Barbie song, just over and over and over again.
I don't
That would
know.
be hell.
Innit, but God forbid.
Yeah, I understand
I'd
what
rather
you're
have
saying.
that sentence.
I understand what you're saying, mate.
So and then he probably would have got the death sentence.
He probably
So it's
would have
like-
preferred it, to be honest.
So it's like you just never know what.
No, I get that, but I'm saying
And if we
clear
start giving the
evidence.
government that kind of power, are they going to misuse it? Yes.
True, that is true.
The government have that power anyway.
No, they can't kill
They
someone.
can send you away
They
for
they
life.
could.
Mate, the government
Get
can
away
do whatever
with a
they
lot
want,
of
mate. Let's
things.
face it. It's a democracy.
The
but is it really?
everyone below the government is their bitch.
Yeah, it's the biggest mafia in the world.
Should I end this on a more higher note?
Go on.
If you walked in your bedroom and saw CJ in your bed, what would you do?
That is a mad one. Yeah, exactly.
That's
No, I'm
a
joking.
nuts question.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say, guys. I thought, I don't know.
You wouldn't think maybe get out of the bed, or you don't have
Oh yeah,
any
what is
opinion?
he doing up in Manchester in my house? You get me? For
I
start.
just-
Yeah, definitely ask questions.
Okay. She's gonna fuck you, mate. But what would you do if you walked in and saw Schwan in your bed?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I just
Are
wanted
they
to.
both there?
Yeah,
What are they doing
they're
in my
separate.
no,
we're both
separate
together, lips in each other.
No,
Yeah, and
no.
then-
Pause.
Yeah, no.
Would you find that attractive or not?
What, men lip sync? Yeah.
That's fucked.
I feel like it's weird because why is girls lip sync attractive, but men lip sync so like, it's kind of interesting to watch, but it's very like
You've seen it.
off-putting. Yeah, like movies and shit. Not often. I don't go on the hub and search boys kissing.
The
or
Hub.
do I?
Schwan, what were
She
you
saw
doing?
us kissing earlier.
Fuck off, mate.
And
And
with
on that
that,
note-
we're gonna end it there. Thank you very much for watching.
What about you?
What?
If you was in my bed?
You'd have to call
Well,
the police.
you have to answer it.
Yeah, if
No, I'm
he's
joking.
anywhere near your house, call the police.
Yeah.
I'm the least concerned person. But basically, everything that we spoke about is obviously just a debating topic. So get at us if you want. You can be an idiot, but comment down below your opinions on what you think on the subjects we spoke about. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.